Appliance Factory and Mattress Kingdom, 5-star rated, over 5,000 reviews, guaranteed we beat Home Depot and Lowe's. The nation's largest discount appliance dealer, over 24 stores in 3 states. Visit us at ApplianceFactory.com.
Hi Colorado, this is Clee Crocker. I'm here again at Appliance Factory and Mattress Kingdom. And today I'm going to talk to you about one of my favorite brands out there. It's GE Appliances. And if you look at their premium brand, just right below luxury, it's GE Cafe. So the Cafe brand has gone through a lot of changes lately over the past year. And it's totally redesigned it. It used to be one of those stainless steel, all stainless steel, looks like you just walked into a commercial kitchen, to now it's one of the most heavily designed appliances I know. You've seen me talk about the refrigeration before. Today we're going to talk about their ranges. And specifically I'm going to bring up this one right here. It's a beautiful range. Its model number is CES750M2NS5. So why am I bringing this one up? Well, right now, Appliance Factory Mattress Kingdom has a special buy on this. So we got a bunch of these in at a special cost, and we're bringing it to you at kind of a ridiculous price. This thing is normally $3,000, and today it's $23.99. It's even less than I have on that sign there. So get in while these things last. But let me forget about the price for a second. Let's just talk about Cafe as a range. Do I like it? I absolutely do. GE is most famous for their cooking product. I like those better than every other thing they make, and I think they make a lot of good things. But Cafe adds this sleek design, this element to it that I really like, and it fits in every house. This is called their Platinum Glass version. So as you can see, it's got the platinum look on the front. It's all glass on the back. It's all edge-to-edge glass. What that means is you get more usable space, and instead of having like a rail like this one behind it, you don't have to work around that. It just goes right to the edge, so you have more space to work with. You can have larger pots on this. And let's just take a look at the cooktop itself. This is an electric cooktop, but when you see expandable rings like that, what that means is you can cook with a pot precisely this size, or one that size, or one that size. It doesn't matter. You can choose which ring you want and adjust this. When you see in the back here, that's normal. There's another expandable one. But when you see this link like this in the cooktop, that means is you could put a large pan going across the front. This is called a bridge element. And what that does for you is allows you to cook with both of these at the same temperature, give you a nice cooking, a nice even cook all the way through. And even cooking, consistent cooking is what we like the most in our cooking appliances. This one in the back, anytime you see one in the center, that's called a warming zone. Typically those only get up to about 100 watts, where these others can get into the 3,000. So that's just enough to keep like a sauce warm instead of actually cooking it. So that's something that you can leave there and not have to worry about it while you're just keeping it warm while you're finishing the rest of your kitchen. Rest of your meal. So on the front here, we have these just touch controls, so you can touch minus or touch plus, and or you can scroll it back, the front burners, the back burners, the middle. Here we have controls, plus we have controls in the digital readout here that allows you to control whether you're using the top. This is what they call a double oven range. You can use the top, those controls I just showed you, or you can go to the bottom with the controls I just showed you, and it allows you to choose whether you're dealing with the upper oven or the lower oven. This is another nice feature we see on the better ranges, where they have a 10 key punch here instead of just an arrow going up or down. This saves you time, it allows you to be more precise. This is a Wi-Fi unit, so imagine being able to tell when your food is done, what temperature your range is cooking at. It allows you to, from the grocery store, you could go ahead and tell this thing to start preheating. So it's really kind of nice in that way. Now, I've got a lot of friends that have ovens like this, these double ovens, and they love it. And what you find is that most of your cooking will be done right up here in the top, because you have very few items that need the space down below. So this is good for most things that we have. Typically, they're not convection, because you don't need convection in a range that's that small. But that'll probably do, I would say, 70–80% of your cooking. But when you really want to do some nice stuff, that's when you go to the bottom. And with the bottom, what we like about that, it's nice and big. You can see, even at its lowest level, you can put a huge turkey in there. It's got plenty of racks in there. You see that fan all the way in the back? That means it's a convection range. So what convection does for a range is when we're cooking meat, it wraps the meat, kind of searing the outside of the meat, making it really juicy on the inside, keeps the moisture from escaping from it. and it also cooks it faster. So one of the nice things I like about this specific range, not only is it convection, but it has a meat probe sensor inside of there. So this will actually come, let me just grab this for you. Here's the package that came with it. It comes with a meat probe. So you plug that wire up in here at the top. This goes in the meatiest part of the meat, and you can set this to the doneness of the meat. So whether you're talking about a pot roast, you're talking about any kind of meat, a turkey like I just mentioned, you tell it what temperature you want it to get to, and it will continue to cook until it reaches that temperature, and it will hold at that temperature. So it's really good for precision cooking and very juicy meats. You can also do things like cookies inside there when you're dealing with convection. So imagine normally if you were to cook in the middle, your cookies would probably be just right, so that'd be right in here, right? But typically if you cook too much to the top or too much to the bottom, they would be burnt because they'd be too close to the burners. Well, with the convection fan, it allows the entire inside here to be at the same temperature. Instead of having a hot spot and just right, you've got just right on all of your shelves. So you can cook at multiple shelves with multiple trays of cookies, and they all come out the same. That's beautiful. Another thing I like about particularly the GE brand, they do this sometimes. You see these black racks? Whenever you see black racks, you want to find out, does that mean I can leave those in there when I'm doing a self-cleaning mode? And the answer is yes. For this brand, these black racks means they're self-cleaning racks. So normally you see the chrome racks that certain brands have. Well, if you were to leave them in there, they would actually ruin the rack. They would make it where it kind of sticks on the edges because it gets warped. They'll turn them kind of a rainbow color, almost like they've been got chemicals on them. But with this kind of racks, you can just leave them in there, set yourself clean, and it causes no harm. And actually everything that's in there will just turn to dust and you just wipe it out. So it's very nice. Really recommend this brand, GE Cafe. Again, this one is on a closeout for $23.99. I know we have several of these in stock in our stores here in Colorado. I recommend it. I think it's something you should go after. And don't forget, you can finish your kitchen off with the same great look with this type of styling on the front. They make one of the best French doors that I know of. They have beautiful over-the-range microwaves, and they have really nice dishwashers. So I think you should just complete the set if you can. Again, GE Cafe. This model number is CES750M2NS5. I think you'll really like it.
Online or locally, save at ApplianceFactory.com. Click the link to learn more.